Here are the top 10 things I tell my patients when I counsel them on weight loss. I'm Dr. Gili. I'm a practicing internal medicine physician and a nutritionist. The number one thing is be realistic, set realistic goals. And by that I mean no more than half a pound, maybe a pound of weight loss per week, and about 5%, maybe 10% of weight loss in 3 to 6 months. Second, when it comes to diet, there is nothing that works and that is sustainable over the long term as a plant-based diet. I talked many times about this. Please see my other videos about this. I'm not going to go into more details here about that. Number 3, exercise. In order to lose weight and especially to maintain what you lost, you need at a minimum 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week and at least 30 minutes of strength or resistance training per week. Again, I made several videos on this topic before. Please go on my profile and check them out. Number 4, be patient, be consistent, and monitor yourself. And by monitoring, I mean check your weight and track it on paper, on an app, however you prefer. Studies show that people who track their weight, who see what's happening after they make changes, are more successful. Number 5, get at least 7, preferably 8 or even 9 hours of sleep. The younger you are, the more sleep you need. When we talk about weight loss, many people think about exercising and dieting, and that's all okay. But sleep is incredibly important, and if you don't get enough of it, your weight will go up invariably. And lack of adequate amount and quality of sleep is oftentimes the thing that ruins many people's effort at weight loss. Now I'm going to talk about the top 5 things to avoid or not to do in order to lose weight and maintain it over long term. The first thing to avoid is crash diets. The world, the real world, the online world, the social media, TikTok, are full of people pushing fad diets. Stay away from that. If it sounds too good to be true, you can bet it is so. So what you need is a lifestyle and a diet that you can be on for the rest of your life, not for 3 months or 6 months, and then you go back to your old ways and everything falls apart. Cut down or avoid simple sugars, excessive fat, and ultra-processed foods, fast foods, sodas, chips, candy, cookies, all this stuff. It's not to say that you never touch this thing, but you have to use it very sparingly and in really small amounts. You have to embrace this philosophy, otherwise you are destined to fail in the world we live in, where these things cry at you, pick me, eat me at every corner. Third thing to be careful is not to eat for at least 4 hours before you go to sleep. It's as simple as that. Studies show that if you move your calories, the same number of calories, earlier in the day, preferably before 3 p.m., you lose more weight. Fourth thing not to do is to not skip your breakfast. Same idea. Eat your calories earlier, you lose weight. And generally, when you eat a good breakfast, you make better choices than when you get back home and everything falls apart. You're tired, you're hungry, and you go for the bang. And the last thing, but very important thing to avoid, is avoid comparing yourself to others. When you are young and even later in life, we like to have role models. We see this celebrity, this influencer, and we try to become like them. And while it's good to have aspirations and goals and models, we have to understand that we are all different. And you have to embrace your body structure, your genetics, and be happy with what your body wants to do within reason. Now, having listened to this top 10 things to do or not to do, you may feel tempted to say, Doc, I know all these things, there's nothing new here. What's your point? My point, my friend, is that, first of all, losing and maintaining weight is not rocket science. And to a certain degree, we all know what to do. But the second and more important point is that it's not so much what we know or we don't know. It's what we actually do, my friend. And as you go through your day, every single day, I want you to stop and think about, have I done what I actually know or not? And if you haven't, go ahead and do it, my friend. There's no other way. I can do it for you. Only you can do what you need to do to lose weight and to achieve anything else in life. I know you can do it. Just go ahead and do it. I'm Dr. Gili. Follow me for more.